Plymouth Furniture. Home starts here. American Legion. Veterans strengthening America with family and community engagement. Call 920-627-1879 or visit wilegion.org for more information. Meyer Motors. Serving the community with new and used vehicles for over 98 years. Visit us on social or gomeyermotors.com. Plymouth Glass. Go first class with Plymouth Glass, your top choice for custom glass shower enclosures. Tietz's Piggly Wiggly. Shop the pig. Tietz's Piggly Wiggly with locations in Plymouth, Howards Grove, and Sheboygan. Miller & Belt. We've got lawnmowers and snowblowers, chainsaws, and more. Why not stop in and visit our store today?
Championship night in 4 divisions. It should be a great show. Special thanks to Jensen Sales and Service, Schwaller Painting and Staining. They are our trophy sponsors tonight. Just hang on a second. I got to get something here. All right, race fans, something else we want to do here tonight. Every year here at Plymouth Dirt Track, we have a special award called Dedication to Dirt. And this award is given every year to someone for a tremendous contribution to make racing what it is here at Plymouth Dirt Track. And this year, our Dedication to Dirt award recipient, standing right over there, Mr. Fred DeBlay. Give it up for him, folks. He's been teching cars here for a long time. He goes with the MSA on their road shows. I always tell Fred they're all illegal, but he doesn't seem to agree with me. So Fred, we thank you so much for what you've been doing for so long. Don't want to make you sound old, but you've done a great job, and there's a beautiful plaque for you. It says 2024 Dedication to Dirt, Fred DeBlay, in recognition of your dedication and support to local dirt track racing. Fred, congratulations. You earned that one, buddy. Take the left hand. What a great guy. Did you want to say something? I didn't think you would. No, he's not going to do that. Thanks again, Fred. Also tonight, the Porchi family is going to put $50 extra up for 5th place finisher in the 360 A main. That is in memory of Brian Porchi, Brady's dad, who passed away 11 years ago. And he was a really good racer here and elsewhere. And we miss him a lot. And so the Porchi family, in memory of him, are putting up that extra money. The flag is at half-staff, I was told, in honor of the Wisconsin Firefighter Memorial. So that's why the flag, I guess the governor proclaimed that on Friday, so that is why the flag is at half-staff. So with no further ado, everybody, I ask you all to please rise. And while you're doing that, just a reminder, please no smoking or vaping in the grandstand. That irritates other people, so let's respect our fellow race fans. So now with our invocation, once again, the Reverend Dwayne Hankey.
Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be here again on this early fall, Saturday night at Plymouth Dirt Track. It is a beautiful night, and we're glad that we can be here as fans, and we're glad for the way the season has gone, and all of a sudden the season is ending. We know that champions will be crowned tonight, and we thank you for the 4 divisions that are here. We've got some of the best sprinters of the Midwest sprinting and showing us their talents tonight, and how grateful we are, Lord, that we have the freedom to be able to come out and do this and to watch over them tonight as they're racing. It's a fast track, and we certainly want them to be safe. And if there are some accidents, that the injury would not be anything too serious, but that we would be grateful, Lord, just for a night of no accidents and just a wonderful night of racing. So thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be Americans and to see the flag flying so majestically, and that we can be proud that we are Americans and that we can be going to vote very soon. And we thank you for loving us and caring about us and giving us the opportunity tomorrow to worship you in a place of worship. We give you thanks in Jesus' name. Amen.
Well, if you were here last week, you heard a rendition of the national anthem. and he is backed by popular demand. Tom Eller, Letteroo.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
How about that, huh? Stars born right here at Plymouth. Tom Eller, have a good night in that hot rod too, Tom. And now what are we going to do? Make some noise. Get them feet pounding away. It is time. Let's go racing.
Davidson and Egan set the pace down at the chalk stripe. Non-qualifier for the Wisconsin Wings Sprint Car Series is green. 10 laps the distance. Josh Davidson on the bottom. Rusty Egan goes up and around the outside of the 70 and down the back straightaway. Rusty Egan to the lead early. George Gardner the third trying to circle around the 70 off of turn number 4. Nothing doing. Rusty Egan leads lap number 1. Tim Cox on the bottom following Josh Davidson through turns 1 and 2. George Gardner the third to the outside of the 40. Down the back straightaway. Nearly contact between the 4G and the 40. Rusty Egan continues to lead. Josh Davidson holding serve at the bottom of the racetrack in front of Tim Cox. George Gardner the third and fourth. Ryan Selski working his way up into fifth. Mitchell Wright in the sixth spot. Tom Eller, Jordan Mickelson, Parker Jones. The top 8 with Matt Reichel on the outside looking in. Oh, car up into the wall in turns 3 and 4. George Gardner the third somehow got it back under control, and he continues to run and power. That will move Tim Cox into third. Ryan Selski fourth. Mitchell right now into the fifth spot. He looks to the inside of Ryan Zelski through turns 3 and 4 of the 21 team. Looking sporty here early tonight at the Plymouth Dirt Track. Tim Cox all over the tail taker. Josh Davidson down the back straightaway. Can't do anything with the 17 just yet. Now he peeks to the outside through turns 1 and 2. Davidson slides up the racetrack, opening for Cox on the low line. Josh Davidson tries to slam the door but can't do it. Side off of turn number 4. Cox had an opening to the inside of Davidson, but couldn't do anything with the 17. 4 laps to go for Rusty Egan, who has built a big lead. Rusty Egan, the leader, spins it around in turns 3 and 4. Rusty Egan hooking that left front on the infield tires through turns 3 and 4, loops it around while leading the non-qualifier. Tail of the non-qualifier, so he's slated to start well back in the field in the A main. 4 laps to go in this one for him to try and make up some ground. Josh Davidson leads him back under green for turns 1 and 2. Tim Cox all over the tail, taking 70 down the back straightaway. Closes in, but can't get the move done there just yet. Ryan Zelski into the third spot, ahead of Mitchell Reich and Tom Eller. Parker Jones starting to move his way up to the field just a little bit as well. The number 8, he looks to the inside of Tom Eller down the back straightaway. Parker Jones inside the top 5 now. one more lap to go. Looks to the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Here comes Zelski, right, and Jones. 5 cars fighting for that top spot down the back straightaway. Josh Davidson off of turn number 4, going to pick up the non-qualifier win. Tim Cox in the second spot. Ryan Zelski in third, and Parker Jones on the last lap grabs fourth from Mitchell Wright. So your top 5 of the non-qualifier for the Wisconsin WingLESS Sprint Car Series: the 21T of Mitchell Wright, the 8 of Parker Jones, the 14T of Ryan Zelski, the 40 of Tim Cox, and race fans, give it up for your non-qualifier winner here tonight out of Racine, Wisconsin, the 70 of Josh Davidson. Julian lead the field through turns 3 and 4. Down to the chalk stripe, we're green in heat number 1. UTEC is going to jump off of the low line, going to slide up in front of the Great Company number 8. Here comes Travis Ahrens off of the low line. Scotty Neitzel past Joe B. Miller for the 4th spot on lap number 1. Julian slides up the racetrack, but off at turn number 4. Dave UTEC leads lap number 1. Travis Ahrens looks to the inside of Julian through turns 1 and 2. The 2 graduates of the MSA 360s go side by side. Travis Ahrens takes the 2nd spot down the back straightaway. Julian slots back into 3rd. Travis Ahrens up into 2nd, trying to chase down Dave UTEC at the front of the field. UTEC trying to punch himself into a dash here tonight. Scotty Neitzel in the 4th spot. Joe B. Miller in 5th. He is in that 5th and final transfer spot. Joe B. Miller would still be in a dash here tonight by virtue of transferring and having that quick time report. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Travis Ahrens closing in. Oh, but he sat tight through turns 3 and 4. The 25T had been closing on the 68 at the front of the field that time by 4 and 4 to go. Logan Julian that time closed back in on Travis Ahrens down the back straightaway. UTEC continues to be smooth and fast out front. Joe B. Miller still in that 5th and final transfer spot. As of right now, it'd be Dave UTEC and Joe B. Miller into the dash out of this heat race so far. Ahrens, though, looking to the inside of UTEC off of turn number 2. Might have a run on the 68 down the back straightaway. UTEC slides up off of turn number 4, opening for Ahrens down to the white flag. Travis Ahrens to the lead with 1 to go. UTEC slides up the hill, opens up the door for Logan Julian as well. UTEC slams the door, but off of the corner. Travis Ahrens gonna grab the heat race win. Dave UTEC holds off Logan Julian for 2nd, Scotty Neitzel in 3rd, and Joe B. Miller, or excuse me, Scotty Neitzel in 4th, Joe B. Miller in 5th. So heading to the B main out of heat race number 1, the 33B of Scotty Brody, the 12 of Corbin Gurley, the 13 of Van Gurley Jr., and heading into the A main, the 51B of Joe B. Miller, the 2W of Scotty Neitzel, the GR8 of Logan Julian, the 68 of Dave UTEC, and race fans give it up for the driver taking the Heat 1 win out of Sheboygan Falls, the 25T of Travis Ahrens. The field down to the chalk strike. Christine Hartman presents Weld Racing. Heat race number 2 is green off of turn number 4. Crouch down to the low line through turns 1 and 2. Kyle Shewitt trying to circle around the outside. Crouch to the lead down the back straightaway. Almost 3 wide back there for the 4th and 5th and 6th spots as Jake Newman takes that spot. Look at Tim Hattie. Hattie looked to the inside of Jake Blackhurst, but popped a huge wheel stand off of turn number 4. He'll hold on to that 5th and final transfer for now, but he's got a mirror full of Dylan Winkle, the number 17. Jetman looks to the outside of Winkle through turns 3 and 4. Winkle tries to hold him off. Jetman circles around the outside of the 17. Meanwhile, back at the front, Brenham Crouch starting to pull away ever so slightly from the 9K of Kyle Shewitt. Jake Newman in the 3rd spot. Jake Blackhurst in 4th. Tim Hattie still in that 5th and final transfer. Hattie looking to punch his way into the A main in just his first career attempt behind the wheel of a 410 wing sprint car. Crouch off of turn number 4, continues to lead. Field runs line of stern at the bottom of the Plymouth Dirt Track. Moisture left in the racing surface here so far. I've got a little bit of track prep during our opening ceremonies. Crouch off of turn number 4, continues to lead in the High Plains Building Division number 1. 3 laps to go for the reigning IRA champion. Meanwhile, battle for the 5th and final transfer spot. Hattie on the bottom, Jetman up on the top of the racetrack. That top side might be cleaning off just a little bit. Man sends it to the top through turns 3 and 4. Hattie on the bottom, going to be side by side, nearly down the front straightaway. Hattie holds on for now, but Jetman all over the tail tank of the Muskie Trucking number 21H. White flag out, 1 more lap to go for Brenham Crouch. Here comes Man through turns 3 and 4, looking to take that 5th spot away from Tim Hattie. Meanwhile, through turns 3 and 4 for the final time, Brenham Crouch going to take the heat race win. Kyle Shewitt in 2nd, Jake Newman in 3rd, Jake Blackhurst in 4th. 1 more last-ditch attempt for Jetman and drag race to the line. Tim Hattie going to hold on to the 5th and final transfer spot. Heading into the B feature out of heat race number 2, the 17 of Dylan Winkle, the 43 of Jeremy Schroeder, and the 19 of Jet Man. And punching his way into the A main in his first ever attempt in a Wing 410 sprint car, the 21H of Tim Hattie. Along with him, the 96 of Jake Blackhurst, the 3N of Jake Newman, the 9K of Kyle Schuett. And race fans, give it up for your heat race winner, the reigning IRA champion out of Lubbock, Texas, Brenham Crouch. Pair of Illinois natives behind them, Will Armitage and Blake Nemi, a stacked heat race number 3 will come to the green off at turn number 4. Good start from Magusky on the outside of the front row. He'll chop down in front of Watt through turns 1 and 2. Watt slides up the racetrack. Look at Austin Hartman. Hartman goes 2 for 1 in turns 1 and 2 up to the 3rd spot for the Christine Hartman Pleasantville Realty number 87A. Battle for the 5th and final transfer spot. Will Armitage on the bottom, being hounded by Chris Pitts off at turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Armitage, though, pulls away. Gives himself a little bit of buffer, but he's got Blake Nemi right out the front window. Kelby Watt still in that 2nd spot. Hartman starting to close in on the 50-year, though, down the back straightaway. Hartman got a little bit better line through turns 1 and 2, dives down to the bottom through turns 3 and 4. Watt up about a lane off of the bottom. Hartman goes down low through turns 1 and 2. Watt up on the top shelf, trying to use that high side momentum. Here comes Hartman once again down the back straightaway. Austin Hartman trying to do it for the hometown crowd off of turn number 4. Austin Hartman to 2nd. By virtue of his qualifying time, Austin Hartman would have to win this heat race to get into the dash. He's got a long way to go to catch Scott Magusky, as now Watt comes under fire from Blake Nemi down the front straightaway. Watt slides up the racetrack. Nemi goes to 3rd off at turn number 2. Kelby Watt back to 4th. Will Armitage still in that 5th and final transfer spot in the 7A, but now he closes in on Watt off at turn number 4. Scott Magusky continues to lead. Austin Hartman closing, but not quick enough as the white flag's going to fly for the Australian. Armitage closes in once again on Kelby Watt. Watt finally gives up on the top side, goes down low through turns 1 and 2. As through turns 3 and 4 for the final time, heat race number 3 will go to Scott Magusky. Austin Hartman fends off Blake Nemi for the 2nd spot. Kelby Watt in 4th and Will Armitage in 5th. So heading to the B feature out of heat race number 3, the G5 of Gage Polkerbeck, the 99 of Tyler Brabant, and the 4K of Chris Spitz. Heading into the A main, the 7A of Will Armitage, the 50-year of Kelby Watt, the 79 of Blake Nemi, the 87A of Austin Hartman. And race fans, give it up for your heat race number 3 winner out of McLarenville, South Australia, Scott Magusky. The field down to the chalk stripe in turns 3 and 4. Autometer heat race number 4 is green. Good start from Goodham on the bottom. Todd King up on the top shelf. Here comes Scotty Field to the inside of the 47 off at turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Scotty Field to 2nd. Todd King looks back to the inside of the 73, and here comes Danny Schlafer to look into the outside of Tyler Rankin. Scotty Field all over the tail tank of Riley Goodnow for the lead through turns 1 and 2. Danny Schlafer trying to circle around the outside of Todd King. Tyler Rankin going to capitalize. Goes 2 from 1 off at turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. He slots into the 3rd spot. Danny Schlafer in that 5th and final transfer spot for now. Scotty Field just looking for any opening to get by the 22 of Riley Goodnow, the quality traffic control number 22. Out front right now, Scotty Field goes top shelf through turns 3 and 4. Might have found a little something there. Carries that momentum down the front straightaway, looks to the outside through turns 1 and 2. The big wheel trying to solidify that IRA championship here tonight. Winning this heat race and putting it in the dash would be a big step in the right direction. To the bottom, Goodnow goes top shelf. Scotty Field sold in the dummy down the back straightaway. That is a veteran move by the 73 of Scotty Field. Showed him the nose on the top, poked it back to the inside, and Scotty Field to the lead. Riley Goodnow back to 2nd, Tyler Rankin in 3rd. Annie Schlafer still can't find a way by the 47 of the Kingpin, Todd King for that 4th spot. Will Garrett's the 1st car on the outside of a transfer spot in the number 21, doing battle with the 14T of Tim Estenson. Schlafer once again looks to the outside of King down the front straightaway. Can't do anything with the 47 just yet. Off at turn number 4, the white flag flies. One more lap to go for Scotty Field. Winning this heat race would, in essence, solidify his championship here tonight. Off of turn number 4, Scotty Field into the dash and wins heat race number 4. Riley Goodnow in 2nd, Tyler Rankin in 3rd. Danny Schlafer takes 4th from Todd King on the last lap. Todd King, the 5th and final transfer car. Heading to the B feature out of Autometer Heat Race number 4, the 70W of Logan Winke, the 16 of Anthony Neerum, the 14T of Tim Essenson, and the 21 of Will Garrett. Heading into the A feature, the 47 of Todd King, the 25 of Danny Schlafer, the 16C of Tyler Rankin, the 22 of Riley Goodnow. And race fans, give it up for your Heat Race winner and one step closer to that first IRA championship, the big wheel, Scotty Thiel.
So nice and easy this time. Rossman and Larson looking good. Now we get a go. Into turn 1. Who will it be coming out of turn 1? So far it's Rossman on the inside. Not much movement so far back in the field. A lot of guys wanting that bottom line. Rossman will lead them by. And you want to be in that top 5. Best spots for the A main. Justin Erickson in the 3 car looking to move up in the 2nd. He will. Off turn 4, Rossman now being chased by the 3 car of Erickson. In the 3rd spot. Oh, we got a battle going on for the 3rd and 4th spot. Coming up, here comes Joe Hintz, the rookie, in the white 14 car. Off turn 4, Hintz with an A-main win here a number of weeks back. He's being challenged now by the veteran Kurt Davis in his 38th year. Davis in the 5th spot. He's being chased by 63K. That's Kevin Tarnitz. Meanwhile, up front, your leader looks to be in good shape. Clayton Rossman, we're halfway through this deal. Erickson 2nd, then we go back to Larson in the 3rd spot. Hintz 4th, and now in the 5th spot, that is the 39K of Kurt Davis. 3 laps to go now. Rossman turning some very fast laps up front. Of course, he's all by himself. His laps are just over 13 seconds. That's pretty good in this division. Off turn 4. White flag in the air one more time. One more round. Checkered flag will be waving for the 09 car of Clayton Rossman. Rossman, your winner. Erickson 2nd. Clayton Rossman, the rookie, picking up the checkered flag. That's his 3rd heat race win. Still looking for his first A win, but a nice run here for Rossman, the rookie. Sponsored by Daywalt Motorsports, Object Controls, Johnny Z Poorhouse, J. McGill Trucking, Kim Rossman, Sensi, and they're moving along nicely tonight. Isn't that nice? Let's hope it stays that way. I'm not superstitious, as you can tell. All right, coming to the line, nice and easy. Hammer down, here we go. Scott Conger, after a slow start, is your leader. Sikorsky and Kreitz wing to wing right behind him. Good run off turn 4 for Billy Kreitz. 1 lap in the book. Scott Conger turned a lot of laps in this race too at this track and other tracks. Real veteran. All right, off the turn 4 we go. Conger leads, Kreitz 2nd. Alex Sikorsky in the 3rd spot. And we got TJ Smith, and whoa, what a battle for that 5th place spot. Shane Winninger in that 69 car in the bottom of the racetrack trying to hold on. He's being challenged on the outside by Chris Clayton. And then in that 22B car, Brandon Berth. Berth wants every spot he can get for the points. Off turn 4, 4 laps to go. 4 in the book. Conger leads still right from the get-go. It's been Scott Conger's race so far. Running a perfect line. Off turn 4, here he comes. Wrapping up this lap. Not much happening in the action here as far as passing. Your 5th place car seems to be Shane Winninger. Brandon Berth can't catch him. We will have a couple of laps to go. Boy, Conger bounces his way through turn 2. He'll be looking at a white flag this time by. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go for Scott Conger to pick up the win. Conger about a 3-car length lead over Billy Kreitz. Coming to turn 4, checkered flag is in the air. Take a look, there it is. Scott Conger sees it first, and he will be your heat race winner. So Scott Conger from the pole gets it done. Scott Conger, your winner, second to 3B KF Kreitz, and the 4 of Pekorski. In the 4th spot, the 69S Smith. And rounding out the top 5, the 69 Taylor, followed by Berth, Clayton, and Schleifer in that order. It's competition in this race. That's every race, I guess. All right, coming over to the starting line. Here we go. Turn 1, your leader, Malicki. Ben Schmidt moving up in that 35. He wants a decent race. Looking for a few more points to... Oh, we got a car tumbling. Big time crash over in turn 3. Jay Pagel. JJ's had a tough year. If it wasn't motor issues, it was other things. And not so good tonight, obviously. Don't know what happened. Try it again from the top. Balicki on the inside, Brady on the outside, Porchy. Here we go. Late restart into turn 1. Once again, it'll be Balicki. Ben Schmidt on the inside of Porchy, trying to lock in that second spot. He does. Off turn 4, completing the first lap is Josh Balicki. Balicki in that 33 car, wrenched by Randy Sipple. Looking for his first ever win in a sprint car. See if he can hang on. Ben Schmidt, of course, he just wants all the points he can get. Nothing spectacular. Just get the race done, get some points, cruise toward that championship. Balicki pretty fast tonight in that 33 hot rod. It's about a 3-car length lead over Ben Schmidt. Back a ways is that 55P car, Brady Porchy. They're really spreading them out here. Spider Aikright in 4th, and then Randy Post in the 5th spot. Now Caitlin Krebsbach has slid up ahead of Post. She's in the 5th spot. Oh, bounces on the inside of the track over in turn 2, but she holds her spot. Now Krebsbach up there trying to challenge the 53 of Spider Aikright. We'll have 2 laps to go this time by. White flag is in the air. Final lap of the race. Balicki will lead Ben Schmidt. Coming to the checkered flag out of Menominee Falls, the 33M, Josh Balicki. First ever win in a sprint car. So picking up his first ever checkered flag in a sprint car, the 33M, Josh Balicki. Second spot, the 35 of Schmidt, then the 55P Porchy, the 53 Aikright, and the 08 of Krebsbach. That is your top 5. Then it's the 54 Post, the 50.
Looking for the green. Green's out. Jordan Thunderbird breaking out on top down the back straightaway. 1 lap complete. Thunderbird the leader. Nick Petska a little out of shape, gathers it back up. Stouthammer running in that 3rd spot in the 5S. Top 3 put a blanket over him coming out of turn number 4. Petska going to the high line once again. And the 5S losing power. Stouthammer losing some power there in the 5S. Now he's gathered it back up and dropped back to 4th. Three laps to go this time by. Third, 4th, and 5th tight together now. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. lot of smoke. Coming off of Fortier's car, number 11. White flag out, 1 lap to go. Petska giving it one more shot, going through 1 and 2. Coming out of 2 down the back straightaway. Petska trying to set Vanderberg up. Here they come for the checkered flag. Jordan Vanderberg, your winner. Official order finish, finishing in 7th spot, the 0-1, Ron Branham. 6th is the 6 of Jeff Schmidt. 5th, the 11 of Derek Fortier. 4th, the 5S, Chad Stotthammer. 3rd, the 13, Tucker Richards. 2nd, the 18, Nick Petska. And your winner, the 17, Jordan Vanderberg out of Wadsworth, Illinois. Looking for the green. Green's out. Meinert taking the lead down the back straightaway. 1 lap in. Hinder trying to move up and challenge Tim Branham. Hinder down on the inside, the blue and white 38 taking over 2nd spot. Three in, 5 to go. Halfway this time by, 4 laps complete, 4 to go. Meinert almost 2 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. To go this time by, 2 to go. White Silk out to Mark Heinert in the double nickel. Your winner, the 55H, Mark Heinert. Official order finish, finishing in 7th spot, the 23, Dominic Swearid. 6th spot, the 74M, Max Branham. 5th, the 63, Jacob Irwin. 4th, the 74, Tim Branham. 3rd, the 16, Mike New. 2nd, the 38, Johnson Ginder. And your winner, and 1 step closer to the championship, the 55H, Mark Heinert.
And Will Armitage. Through turns 3 and 4, down to the chalk stripe. We're green in Optimum Electric Dash number 1. Good start from Thiel on the bottom. Aaron's going to cross him over through turns 1 and 2. Thiel to the top and gone off of turn number 2. Aaron's in the 2nd spot. Schlafer in 3rd. Joe B. Miller in 4th. And Will Armitage in 5th. Off of turn number 4. Scotty Thiel leads lap number 1. Aaron's into that 2nd spot, but here comes Danny Schlafer around the outside of Joe B. Miller. Looks to the inside of Aaron's off of turn number 2. Nothing to it. Opens up the door for Joe B., but he checks up just a little bit. Miller down to the inside off of turn number 4. 3 wide for 2nd. Joe B. Miller on the bottom goes 2 for 1 off of turn number 4. Miller on the bottom, Aaron's on the top shelf. Joe B. Miller going to use that low line to grab the 2nd spot. Down the back straightaway, the white flag flies. 1 more lap to go for Scotty Thiel. Aaron's to the inside of Miller now through turns 1 and 2. Joe B. to the top. Travis Aaron's on the bottom, but through turns 3 and 4. Starting on the pole tonight, Scotty Thiel. Joe B. Miller going to hold off Travis Aaron's for 2nd. Danny Schlafer in 4th, and Will Armitage in 5th. So starting 9th in tonight's A main, the 7A of Will Armitage. Starting 7th, the 25 of Danny Schlafer. Starting 5th, the 25T of Travis Aaron. Starting 3rd, the 51B of Joe B. Miller. And race fans, give it up for the driver that will start on the pole of tonight's A main out of Sheboygan, the big wheel, Scotty Thiel. A stacked dash number 2 will come to the green through turns 3 and 4. We're creating an Optimum Electric dash number 2. Good start from the bottom for Blake Nemi. Jake Blackhurst crosses him over through turns 1 and 2. Blackhurst throws the slider. Nemi gonna cross him over down the back straightaway. It's already a slider fest here at Plymouth. Nemi into the side of Blackhurst nearly through turns 3 and 4. And Scott Boguski spins into the infield. Boguski keeps it rolling in the 17 GP. The yellow flag comes out. Oh boy. Is Jake Newman not happy with Nemi? Oh, look out.
I would assume not.
Wow. Blake Nemi and Jake Blackhurst will be side by side once again. Down to the chalk stripe. We're green again in dash number 2. Better start from Blackhurst on the outside. Nemi gonna slide up in front of the 96 through turns 1 and 2. And here comes Brenham Crouch. Crouch to the inside of Blackhurst down the back straightaway, but nothing doing for the High Plains to building division number 1. Off of turn number 4, Blake Nemi leads lap number 1. Boguski starting to work his way back up through the field to the inside of Newman through turns 1 and 2. And now he looks to the inside of Crouch off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Crouch and Boguski go side by side through turns 3 and 4. Boguski on the bottom, Crouch up on the top. 2 and 2 to go for Blake Nemi. Boguski momentarily up into the 3rd spot. He actually had it that lap. 3 wide again off of turn number 2. Side by side, door to door, and on the back straightaway between Crouch and Boguski. Off of turn number 4, the white flag flies. 1 more lap to go for Blake Nemi. Boguski now slides up in front of Brenham Crouch down the front straightaway. Crouch gonna slide back up in front of Boguski. Plymouth Dirt Track in tip-top shape. Boguski slams the door, but off of turn number 4. Blake Nemi gonna start 2nd in tonight's A main. Jake Blackhurst in 2nd. Scott Boguski in 3rd. Brenham Crouch in 4th, and Jake Newman in 5th. Just about the hardest racing you could ask for in a dash there between both Blake Nemi, Jake Blackhurst, Scott Boguski, and Brenham Crouch. But starting 10th in tonight's A main, the 3N of Jake Newman. Starting 8th, the 1 of Brenham Crouch. Starting 6th, the 17 GP of Scott Boguski. Starting 4th, the 96 of Jake Blackhurst. And starting 2nd in tonight's A main, race fans, out of Yorkville, Illinois, the 79 of Blake Nemi. The A main. Corbin Gurley and Dylan Winkle will see if they can be a little bit better behaved this time off of turn number 4. They are. We're green. Gurley to the lead once again. Van Gurley Jr. looks to the inside of his nephew off of turn number 2. The 2 Gurleys go side by side on the back straightaway. Uncle and nephew side by side through turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4. Van Gurley gonna lead lap number 1. Chris Spitz into 3rd. Tyler Brayman into the 4th and final transfer spot as the yellow flag flies. Aha, I've just been told Jetman and Dylan Winkle getting together. Dylan Winkle doing a 360. Anytime there is a 360 spin, there the yellow flag flies, and the car that did the spin will go to the tail. So tough break for Dylan Winkle.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had nowhere to go with
Jetman and Chris Spitz in row number 2. Off of turn number 4. Let's get some laps in here, boys. We're green. Van Gurley does go to the bottom through turns 1 and 2. Van Gurley follows him. Here comes Jetman up on the top shelf. The 3 former Butler Speedway regulars run 1, 2, 3 right now. Chris Spitz look to the inside, and here comes Will Garrett's on the top shelf with the number 21. Chris Spitz into 3rd. Jetman back to 4th. Will Garrett gets passed by the 99 of Tyler Brayman. Logan Winky spins on the front straightaway, but he was at the tail, so we stay green. Corbin Gurley to the top through turns 3 and 4, blows through the cushion. Here comes Van Gurley down the front straightaway. Van Gurley looks to the inside of Corbin Gurley through turns 1 and 2. The yellow flag flies. I believe it is the G5 of Gage Polkerbeck. So I believe that is Gage Polkerbeck and Logan Wink. Gurley back on the gas. We're back racing. Corbin in the bottom. Van follows him through turns 1 and 2. Tyler Brayman on the bottom of Chris Spitz off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Will Garrett and Jetman go side by side through turns 3 and 4 for the 5th spot outside of a transfer. Brayman currently occupying that 4th and final transfer spot right now, trying to bring his teammate with him, but Jetman very strong up on the top shelf. Look out off of turn number 2. Oh, Will Garrett's brakes, pulls into the infield in the number 21. And And that shakes up the top 5 a little bit. It's now Jeremy Schroeder all over the racetrack right in front of Tim Estenson and Scotty Brody. Brody up and around the outside of Schroeder off of turn number 2. Clears that car down the back straightaway. Brayman still occupying that 4th and final transfer spot as Jetman circles around the outside, threatening him for that spot, but Brayman also closing in on Van Gurley Jr. through turns 3 and 4. Gurley slams the door off of the corner. Jetman circles back around the outside. Next time by, there'll be 3 laps to go for Corbin Gurley, but now he's got company from Chris Spitz. Spitz ripping the top of the Plymouth Dirt Track, closing in on Corbin Gurley. And now Jetman into that 4th and final transfer spot in the number 19J. Down the back straightaway, Chris Spitz. We have a race for the lead. Spitz to the outside of Gurley through turns 3 and 4. The longtime IRA veteran looking for the lead here in the Baling Racing Equipment B feature, and he's got it by 7,000ths of a second at the line. 2 laps to go. The top 2 go side by side down the back straightaway. Chris Spitz up and around the outside off of turn number 4. Gurley on the bottom, Spitz up on the top shelf on the white flag lap. Gurley tries to shut the door. Chris Spitz clears him down the back straightaway. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Lap car in the way. Off of turn number 4, Chris Spitz grabs the B feature win. Corbin Gurley in 2nd, Van Gurley Jr. in 3rd, and Jetman in 4th.
That man is selling some t-shirts tonight.
Chris Spitz, a long-time IRA veteran. He's been with the series full-time for so long. Just a couple weeks ago, picked up the Hard Charger 1, went 22nd to 8th at 141, and now tonight grabs the Baling Racing Equipment B feature win. How about that? Attaboy, Chris. Fantastic to see. Corbin Gurley, Van Gurley Jr., and Jetman will join the 4K in tonight's A-Main. And race fans, that does it for preliminary action here tonight at the Plymouth Dirt Track. Maddie's going to make her way down to the infield. Coming up next, we will have the Fall and Hafford pacing down into the chalk stripe in turn number 4. Work green here at Plymouth with the WingLESS sprints. Hafford tries to slot in behind Fall. First set got up on the left rear of Alan Hafford, and somehow everyone's still rolling. Alan Hafford tried to force the issue down to the inside of the racetrack to get on the low line, and Tristan Furseth was already there. As they work through turns 3 and 4, work green once again. Hafford with a better run to the outside, going to slot in behind this hero of Johnny Fall to the inside of the racing surface. Here comes Jimmy Sivia around the outside of Hafford as they work down the back straightaway. Sivia to the top, Fall on the bottom. Cuxhouse goes a lane higher than Sivia. Off of turn number 4, Johnny Fall leads the first circuit barely over Jimmy Sivia, just 4,000ths of a second between the top 2. And here goes Sivia. Hafford look to the inside of Fall off of turn number 2. Nothing doing for the 38. Sivia chops down to the bottom to cover off the 0, but Johnny Fall goes top shelf now. Hafford into the 2nd spot. Oh boy, and if you've been following the Wisconsin WingLESS Sprint Car Series this year, I do not need to tell you the history that that Jimmy Sivia and Alan Hafford have between each other, and now they run 1-2 here right now. Jimmy Sivia 2nd in points, doing what he needs to do, leading at the front of the field. That's all he can do at this point in this race as Zach Radar goes 3 wide off of turn number 2. Radar through the middle, looks to the inside, and Tom Eller gonna stop on the front straightaway. Tom Eller coasting to a stop right in front of the flag stand here on the front straightaway, just 3 laps in, 17 to go. And Maddie, you're down there in the infield.
Yeah, hey, Lauren. Tom Eller's left rear tire is absolutely shredded. And not good for the 20.
We'll pace the field through turns 3 and 4, lead the field back to the green, 17 to go. Simeon, the leader, Hafford in 2nd. Everybody past the no-no code so far. Simeon on the top, Hafford on the bottom, side by side. Hafford hits the infield tire off of turn number 2. Pulled a little bit of a wheel stand. Simeon chops the nose off the 38 through turns 3 and 4. And don't look now, here comes Zach Radar and Tyler Cuxhouse. Cuxhouse to the inside of Fall through turns 1 and 2. He'll move up into the 3rd spot, and Zach Radar circulating around the top of the racetrack. The The top two still very close together as Sivia protects the bottom through turns 3 and 4 once again. Oh, Zach Radar hard into the cushion in turn number 4. Gonna lose a couple of spots to the number 23 seed. Sivia protects the bottom through turns 1 and 2 once again as Fall starting to reload on the number 711 of Tyler Cuxhouse as he ships it to the top through turns 3 and 4. The top 3 all on the bottom of the racetrack, and just as I say that, Sivia back to the top through turns 1 and 2. Hafford off the low line of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Johnny Fall circulates back around the outside of the number 711 of Tyler Cuxhouse. He's back up into third, but Cuxhouse fights back off of turn number 4. Radar unable to get back by the 17 of Bryce Andrews as he runs in the 5th spot. The top 4 still very close together. If Jimmy Sivia makes any mistake, Alan Hafford going to be right there to pounce on him. Sivia running a fantastic line all the way around the racetrack. Top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4 been fast so far for the 91. Hafford definitely gaining on him a little bit in 1 and 2, but then Sivia just seems to gain it right back in 3 and 4 as Johnny Fall on the top shelf, closing in on the 38 of Alan Hafford. Hafford backs it in on the bottom through turns 1 and 2, and here comes Fall and Zach Radar on the top of the racetrack. Fall now sends it through turns 3 and 4. Now a 3-car race for the lead. Sivia going to keep it off of turn number 4. Hafford back in the 2nd spot, but here comes Fall once again. Fall to the top through turns 1 and 2. Sivia up there to protect. Hafford off to the bottom, gets a run on Sivia down the back straightaway. Side by side, door to door down the back straightaway. Sivia tries to protect. Fall goes to the top side. Oh, Johnny Fall bikes it up on the cushion. They're going to lose a couple of spots. Zach Radar and Tyler Cuxhouse go by. Meanwhile, that race for the lead wanes off just a little bit. Jimmy Sivia and Alan Hafford now line of stern at the bottom of the racetrack. Now it's Zach Radar's turn to try and get up and challenge the top 3. The top shelf is there if you can make it work, but it's starting to build that ledge over there in turn number 4. Radar around the outside of Cuxhouse and now clears Hafford. The series point leader looking to put a cap on his championship here tonight. Sivia now pulling away just a little bit at the front of the field on the bottom of the racetrack. That time by 7 laps to go for the 91. Radar now all alone in 2nd as now Cuxhouse and Fall get around Hafford for 3rd. Radar to the top through turns 3 and 4. Once again, definitely closing the gap. Last time was 0.6 of a second. Zach Radar cut it in half. Just 0.3 of a second between the top 2 now. Sivia being picture perfect on the bottom, but Radar ripping the top shelf here at the Plymouth Dirt Track. Sivia back to the top through turns 1 and 2, throws the block on the 23C, but Radar's going to have a run down the back straightaway. Does Sivia go bottom to protect? He does! They get into each other! Radar spins! The points leader spins in turn number 3! Oh no! Saw that coming. Jimmy Sivia. Sivia rolls through turns 3 and 4. Just 5 laps to go here at Plymouth. Sivia's led the way so far. Cuxhouse goes top shelf through turns 1 and 2. The 711 trying to get him wound up on the cushion. Fall back around the outside of Alan Hafford down the back straightaway. Johnny Fall back at the top through turns 3 and 4. He had a shot at the lead earlier in the feature. Can he get it back here late in the going? Sivia to the top to protect once again through turns 1 and 2, but Cuxhouse all over the tail take of him down the back straightaway. Does Cuxhouse learn from Radar? And he does. Checks up. Follows the Sivia to the inside through turns 3 and 4. Johnny Fall still the first car on the outside of the speedway. That time by 3 laps to go for Jimmy Sivia. Cuxhouse to the top once again through turns 1 and 2. Sivia again down the back straightaway. Oh, Cuxhouse had a huge run through turns 3 and 4. Oh, Cuxhouse spins, takes out Hafford. Oh no. Cuxhouse had a huge run at Jimmy Sivia down the back straightaway and just couldn't get it stopped in time. Made that little bit of contact with the rear Nerf bar of the 91 into turn number 3. Spins around, collected the 38 of Alan Hafford. As we wrap this one up, the no-no cone out on the front straightaway. Can Jimmy Sivia hold on at the front of the field? We're back green. Sivia Sivia on the bottom. Johnny Fall sends it to the top third. Turns 1 and 2. The bottom lane, then the preferred line through turns 3 and 4. But Fall with a run on Sivia down the back straightaway. Fall sends it to the top through turns 3 and 4. Can he keep it tightening on the cushion? He does. Race for the lead. Johnny Fall takes it with 2 to go. Fall got a little bit tight entering turns 1 and 2 though. Fall to the top off of turn number 2, got a little bit tight. Down the back straightaway, Johnny Fall, what a move on the restart. Needs to keep it clean through turns 3 and 4, and he does. White flag out, 1 more lap to go. Johnny Fall through the top side of turns 1 and 2, looking for his first feature win since 2022. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Up in the cushion, doesn't matter. Johnny Fall takes the win here tonight. Jimmy Sivia in second, Bryce Andrews in third, Tim Cox in fourth, and Ryan Zelski in fifth. How about that for your first feature of the night? Tops up here, bud.
Tell you what, Lauren, Johnny Fall went where a lot of drivers would not go to get it done. I'll tell you that. He was gambling on that cushion up there in the wall.
Wow.
Fun to watch, no doubt about it. He's been racing a long time.
He has. Former champion here, I think, in modifieds as well.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yes, he was.
Wow. So
yes, he was. I'm really happy for Johnny.
That's have a word with Chatty Matty.
Austin Solomon said it right. Good thing you didn't retire. Johnny Fall, your winner here tonight at the Plymouth Dirt Track. We'll give him a second to take his safety equipment off here. What a night. George, you said it perfectly. He was gambling on that top shelf, going where nobody else was going here. I'm going to give you the Let's Go Racing Custom and Motorsports hat. Yeah, fix that shiny head. Oh, now you dropped it. Make some noise, race fans, one more time for Johnny Fall! I'm not going to make a joke because Austin's I'm going to make a joke. They have to catch your breath right now. You're going where nobody else was going on that top shelf. You were showing us how to do it. Nobody else was up there. What did you see up there that others couldn't?
Old guys rock, man.
Old guys rock.
These kids have been kicking our butt all year. I pit next to Ryan Zilski. Ryan's a hammer on the top, so I watch him. We talk, we share info. This summer has been just an awesome time with the crews we've been pitting with. Super tight, helping each other out. After the engine problems last week, we got them figured out. And Jimmy, the world Jimmy. Jimmy's a good on the top too. Let me get these out so I can, there we go. Now I can hear. And just let you know, Austin, my crew guy, is expecting a baby next week, and here he is at the track. Last winter, he jumped the cushion and got her pregnant, so here we are. So what a way to end here. I'm tickled pink. I couldn't be happier. And this is one of my favorite joints. I love Plymouth. It's racing so good. Where's Zach? I thought he was supposed to be up here. Zach won our championship this year. He's an awesome guy. I got no more to say. I need a drink.
One more time, race fans, for Johnny Fall.
Johnny Fall is an absolute legend. Twitter needs to get on that one. Sprint Car Series champion.
Make some noise, Plymouth, for Zach Radar. I freaking love it. Zach, come on over here. We'll go this way a little bit so my Flow Racing camera can possibly grab us here. Zach Radar, scooch over a couple more inches this way. I need to make sure the camera grabs us, but wow. What a season for you and the 23Z team. You're speechless, I believe.
Definitely speechless, and definitely what a season, too. I mean, my guys busted their butt all year, and so did I. And I mean, I can't thank my wonderful partners enough, and what a damn year.
You know, you say, you can't thank your partner with your family, you know, this is just a year. It's a whole team effort here, especially. I know.
And then I got Ridgetop Exteriors, GAF Roofing, Custom Creations, Jack's Custom Helmets, Bailing Racing Equipment, Super Shocks. You know, I can't do it without all of them, and of course, I can't do it without my wonderful supportive family. And this is amazing.
You can go celebrate back in the pit. Mary fans, make some noise for your 20. Wisconsin WingLESS champion, Zach Radar. What a season it has been, Lauren. I do believe that our bumper-to-bumper IRA feature is next, so I'm going to throw it back up to Lauren.
Thank you very much, Brad. Here this evening, and as the field rolls through turns 3 and 4, I invite you all to get up out of your seats, get up on your feet to salute the best of the Upper Midwest going 4 abreast. This is the Bumper to Bumper IRA Outlaw Sprint Cars. In 2024, we are about to go green with the Bumper to Bumper IRA Outlaw Sprint Car Series. 30 laps here at Plymouth. We're green. Good start from Nemi off of the top side. He'll chop down in front of the Gibbsville Cheese number 73, but Thiel gets a good run off of the bottom lane at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Nemi goes to the bottom through turns 3 and 4 to protect. Blake Nemi going to lead lap number 1. Joe B. Miller starting to close in on Scotty Thiel for that second spot in the Lewis Trucking of Jackson 51B. Scotty Thiel slammed the door on him through turns 1 and 2. Jake Blackers ripping the top side of the racetrack, gets around, I believe, the 25T of Travis Aarons as they do battle for the 4th and 5th spots. That ledge in turns 3 and 4 is building up big time as Blake Nemi continues to lead at the front of the field. Scotty Thiel in second. Joe B. Miller in third. Travis Aarons in fourth. And Scott Paduski rounds out the top 5. Nemi and Thiel trying to keep it in the IRA here tonight with all the outsiders back there in the pit area. Miller went to the top through turns 1 and 2, lost a little bit of ground to the 25T of Travis Aarons as he starts to close in on the 51B down the front straightaway. Scott Paguski, the final car inside that top 5 so far. Brennan Crouch and Jake Blackers on the outside looking in. Battle for third down the back straightaway. Travis Aarons looks to the inside of Joe B. Miller through turns 3 and 4. Miller, Aarons, and Thiel go 3 wide off of turn number 4. Aarons to the inside. Thiel get a cover off the 25T through turns 1 and 2, but Joe B. Miller to the top. Miller gets back around the outside of the 25T. He'll dive down low to protect. Great battle for the second, third, and fourth positions behind Blake Nemi as he starts to encounter lap traffic off of turn number 2. We'll see it in just a couple more corners. Miller back up into third, Aarons back to fourth, Paguski still in that 5th spot. Oh, Joe B. Miller got tight through turns 3 and 4. Travis Aarons nearly into the back of him, and to get way on the brakes through turns 3 and 4. Blake Nemi on the top starting to encounter lap traffic. The first car on the top is actually running the top of the racetrack. That is the 19J of Jet Van, and Scotty Thiel is closing. Thiel trying to close out a championship 2024 in style to the inside of Blake Nemi off of turn number 2. Nothing doing for him just yet. Nemi goes through the middle of turns 3 and 4, tries to put Jet Man by the wayside. Oh, contact between the 79 and the 19J and on the front straightaway. And that allows Joe B. Miller to close back in on the 73 of Scotty Thiel down the back straightaway. Oh, Miller pulls a huge wheel stand off of turn number 2. Thiel and Nemi back to the top, working through lap traffic down the front straightaway. They're cleaning green through 10 laps here so far for the 79 of Blake Nemi. Thiel still in that second spot. Joe B. Miller in third, but again, Travis Aarons not letting the 51B get too far out of his sight. Nemi puts the 16C of Tyler Rankin by the wayside, puts a lap car or 2 between himself and Scotty Thiel. Joe B. Miller still in that 3rd spot behind Travis Aarons and Scott Paguski and Brennan Crouch as they do battle with Danny Schlafer for the last top 5 spot. Thiel now clears the 16C of Tyler Rankin, and now a little bit of clear track on the top side of the racetrack between the 79 and the 73. Nemi to the inside of Chris Spitz through turns 3 and 4, puts the 4K down a lap. Nemi continues to be a surgeon through lap traffic, a vicious pace being set by the captain, Jim Scott Sales, number 79 here so far. Nearing the halfway point this time by, we'll have 14 and 16 to go for the captain, Jim Scott Sales, number 79. Scotty Thiel still in that 2nd spot. Joe B. Miller struggling to clear the 16C of Tyler Rankin. Now he clears him off at turn number 2, and down the back straightaway he goes as he continues to give chase to the 73 of Scotty Thiel. Blake Nemi continuing to lead in the number 79. Again, great battle for the top 5 spots between Scott Paguski and Brennan Crouch as Crouch circulates around the outside of the 17 GP. He'll grab that 5th spot. Thiel gets by the 4K of Chris Spitz, and now it's clear track between the 79 and the 73. Oh, Chris Spitz into the side of Thiel. Oh, red flag. Jetman upside down in turn number 4 in the number 19J. Brings out the first stoppage of this feature, 16 laps in.
Lauren, we got some pretty intense structural damage here. That top wing is a little bit junked there as well. But once again, glad Jetman was able to walk away from that one, and he is currently talking to safety officials. Lauren, back to you.
Thank you very much. 14 laps to go for Blake Nemi. A really good restart from Scotty Field. Gonna dive to the inside of Nemi through turns 1 and 2. Field to the lead off of the second corner. Nemi gonna cross him over down the back straightaway. Field slams it over through turns 3 and 4. Scotty Field to the lead. Blake Nemi back there in second. Here comes Joe B. Miller and Travis Aarons. Miller, huggy pole in the bottom of the racetrack to the inside of Nemi off of turn number 2. Aarons faltered, allows Brenham Crouch and Scott Baduski to clear the 25T off of turn number 2 and through turns 3 and 4. Scott Baduski up into the top 5 now. Aarons back to 6, looks back to the inside of the 17 GP. 3 wide off of turn number 2 between Crouch, Baduski, and Aarons. Crouch comes out on top of that one, jumps up into the 4th spot. Aarons back in front of Baguski through turns 3 and 4. Aarons, just like that, gets back up into the 4th spot. But Crouch says no, and now dives to the inside of Joe B. Miller. Yellow flag out. Joe B. Miller breaks in turn number 1. Heartbreak Hotel. Can he hold on? Off of turn number 4. We're back green. Good restart from Nemi in the 2nd spot. He's going to have a look to the inside of Field through turns 1 and 2. Sends it to the inside, slides up in front of Field. Field crosses him over down the back straightaway, side by side into turns 3 and 4. Scotty Field with a big move to the inside. Checks it up. What a move to cover off the bottom from Scotty Field. That is so difficult to do in one of these 410 wing sprint cars as Nemi works back off of the bottom of turns number 2. Crouch now. Looking for a podium spot in the High Plains Building Division. Number 1 gets by the 25T of Travis Aarons, looking for back-to-back podiums. Scott Baguski, Kyle Schuett, and Danny Schlafer absolutely waging war for the 5th spot. As Baguski slid up in front of Schlafer. Schlafer back to the inside to cover off the 9K of Kyle Schuett. We know how good Kyle Schuett is on the bottom of these racetracks as Logan Julian looks to the inside of Jake Newman through turns 1 and 2, further back in the top 10. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, Scotty Field out front. Oh, car up. Oh, was he upside down? Almost. Scott Baguski into the wall in a big way. Somehow saved it in the 17 GP. Field definitely looks like there might be rubber in turns 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 still very much top dominant for the Gibbsville Cheese number 73 as he continues to stretch his legs at the front of the field. This time by just 5 laps to go for Scotty Field. Turns 1 and 2 again, the entire top 5 all go to the top of the racetrack. Through turns 1 and 2, Kyle Schuett now into the 6th spot in the number 9K, trying to close in on the lone wolf, Danny Schlafer for the 4th spot. Oh, Schlafer all kinds of out of shape through turns 3 and 4. Schuett not able to capitalize just yet. Field now into lap traffic through turns 3 and 4, this time by 3 laps to go. He has to get off of that bottom lane, but there's still grip in the middle of the racetrack. So that rubber lane that's on the bottom, while it is the fastest, there's still grip to go around those lap cars. Field now encounters the 16 CM Tyler Rankin, this time by just 2 laps to go. 2 sticks high for the 73. Nemi still in 2nd, Crouch in 3rd, Aarons 4th, and Schlafer still rounding out that top 5 so far. Field through turns 3 and 4, the white flag flies. 1 more lap to go for Scotty Field to an IRA championship. Through turns 1 and 2, he's had to wait so long. He's finished 2nd in IRA points 4 times. It's not going to happen this year. Scotty Field's going to win the race and win the championship. Off of turn number 4, it goes to Scotty Field. Blake Nemi in 2nd, Brenham Crouch in 3rd, Travis Aarons 4th, and Danny Schlafer rounds out the top 5. Kyle Schuett in 6th, Scott Baguski 7th, Jake Newman 8th, Scotty Neitzel 9th, and Will Armitage rounds out the top 10. Race fans, your podium here tonight at the Christine Harbin Pleasant View Realty Shuffle Bottom Tree Service Wisconsin Sprint Car Championships and the Rick Schmidt Memorial. In 3rd, the 1 of Brenham Crouch. 2nd, the 79 of Blake Nemi. And race fans, For the first time in his career and the first time in 4 years, Wisconsin has another IRA champion. Scotty Thiel is your 2024 bumper-to-bumper IRA Sprint Car champion. He's just about as happy as he's ever been down there in Victory Lane.
Wyatt's already climbing up top, everybody. What a show that Scotty Thiel and the entire team put on here tonight. Oz and Fran picking up their first IRA championship. Wyatt's already up there. Scotty, why don't you join him, your 2024 IRA champion and your feature event winner tonight. Make some noise for the big wheels, Scotty Thiel! What a night for the big wheel. Bringing home the win here at the Christine Hartman Pleasantville Realty Shovel Bomb Tree Service and the Rick Schmidt Memorial. Hugs all around. What a moment here for Scotty Thiel and the family. I gotta get this microphone away from Scotty. He's really happy here. What a race here tonight. Wow. You did it. A 2024 IRA championship is in your name. Talk about the emotion that's kind of going through you with all your family and your team here.
It's been a long time coming. My dad and I, Jeff Vanilla, and Mike Schreiber, Lynn. We tried for a long, long time, and it was tough. It was expensive. It was tough. I mean, it was Jeremy and Bill and Jack, and I wanted to completely quit racing in 2020, and it was the worst year of my life. And freaking Oz goes and calls me and says, "Thanks." I didn't want to do it, and so that son of a bitch got me back into it. And our friend said we want to go travel, and we were leading the points thing with IRA, and we had one bad night, and it just pissed me off. And I said, I want to go travel. I don't want to do this. I don't want to race around here. And that was our motto the last few years. And had a little bit of a rough 2023, and we put this program back together, and I said to build year, and building our team, rebuilding our equipment, and we're so incredibly fortunate for all of our great partners. A lot of local partners. We don't have any corporate ones like we did the last few years, and because of them, we decided we needed to run an IRA deal and race around home. And plenty of fans that don't, and that's fine. You're making noise, and that's all that matters. They just don't know the time, the energy, the passion that Oz and I have put into this program from the start, and this just showed it.
You are our 2024 IRA champion. Take it all in. A hug and a kiss from Melissa. Make some noise, race fans. Your 2024 IRA champion, the big wheel, Scotty Thiel.
Or looking for the green. Green's out. Mark Heinert breaking out in front. Funderburg not giving up on the outside groove. Funderburg, your leader at lap 1. Heinert sticking to the inside line. Now he drops back. Petska in the 18 is up to third. 2 laps in. Strain is on the move in the black and blue 22S. Picked up a couple of spots. Jordan Funderburg checking out the infield. Four laps complete. 16 more to go. Strain is working his way up from the back. Mike New in the 16 battling Nick Petska for second. New in the 16 moves up in the second spot. Heinert, almost a second and a half lead. Strain, 22A. Turning laps faster than the leader. 15-year-old. He's up to 7th after starting last. Halfway this time by. Cross flag signal from Todd Booker. Mark Heinert, the leader in the double nickel. Mike New, second in the 16. Nick Petska in the 18, running third. Chad Stouthammer, the 5S, fourth. Jordan Funderburg in the 17, fifth. Closing on the lead pack. Mike New reeling in. Mark Heinert down the back straightaway. Six laps to go. New takes a peek on the outside. Mike New on the outside, wheel to wheel, wing to wing, chain to chain. And Mike New takes the lead. Mike New now out in front, the 16. Heinert second in the 55. Stouthammer third, the 5S. New has one more back marker to clear than a lot of open racetrack. Stouthammer now down on the inside, challenge, and Heinert for second. 2 laps to go, this time by 2 to go. Stouthammer in the 5S taking second spot from Heinert. Funderburg in the 17 up to 4th now. Petska in the 18 drops back to 5th. White flag out. And coming home, your winner, the 16 of Mike New. And the 13 does a little loop-de-loop right at the end. Tucker Richards. Picking up the victory, the Dream Chaser Racing. Number 16, Mike New picks up the feature win. Chad Stouthammer, the 5S second. Third, the 55H Mark Heinert, and that will earn him the championship. Fourth, the 17, Jordan Funderburg. 5th, the 18, Nick Petska. 6th.
Mike, no! What a night here for this one. I'm going to take up just safety equipment here as well. I'm going to come a little bit closer to the grandstand so my microphone doesn't cut out on me as much. Yeah, I like it. One more time, race fans, for Mike. Mike, why don't you come on down here really quick here. What a race to win here tonight. The 16 just seemed locked and loaded all night around here at Plymouth Dirt Track. You know, what a night it is to win here. Last night of the season, it just looked good all around.
Yeah, this is a special place to me. I got my first win here, my rookie season in 2012, so 12 years ago to the day almost.
Wow.
We've always been really good at this place. It's always been my favorite place to run, so we got it done. I'm super happy. Thanks, Dad. Love ya.
One more time, race fans, for Mike. No! Bring it all back.
Coming off turn 4, wave them off down here as they come down the front stretch. Thank you much. They're doing a great job on the track, and you got to do the great job here in the stands. That's all right. Look at that. Looks good, sounds good. Oh, yeah, that'll be great. Again, our thanks to Spider Akright. This is it. He says he's retiring after tonight. All right, coming over to 4. We get to go. Quickly into 1. Wing to wing for the lead. Winning her on the inside. Ben Schmidt on the outside. Boy, they are almost touching, if not. Down the front straightaway. Schmidt dives to the bottom of the racetrack to take the lead. Schmidt will lead, winning her second. Kurt Davis third. Conger fourth. TJ Smith, your most improved driver of the year. 2 A-mains on the season. He's that black 69S car. He's running in the 5th spot. Looking on the outside to move up on Scott Conger for position. Off turn 4. Oh, trouble for the 39 of Kurt Davis. Tough break for the 5-time series champion. He will pull to the outside, probably get us a yellow flag. Here comes the yellow with Kurt Davis. Oh, a couple cars turned around down there. Looks like Spider Akright sitting sideways in the middle of the racetrack. Hot rod tonight. All right, coming over to 4. Hammer down. Away we go. Green is up. Yeah, TJ Smith says, not so fast, man. Here he comes. Smith hanging right there with Schmidt. TJ Smith loves the high side of the racetrack. Ben Schmidt getting good bite down in the bottom, so we'll see how this works. Ben Schmidt running the low line on both ends of the racetrack. So something's come back on the bottom, getting some bite down there. Smith once again goes to the high side. Back in the pack a little bit now. Kreitz in the 3, the red car, and Shane Winninger, the 69. Tough battle there for 2nd and 3rd. Schmidt now with about a 4 or 5 car length lead over TJ Smith. TJ hanging tough, but we'll see if he can get him. 6 laps in. Schmidt your leader, Smith second, Billy Kreitz in the 3rd spot, Shane Winninger in 4th, and Alex Pekorski, who started 7th, running 5th. He's picked up a couple of spots. Well, Ben Schmidt slowly building that lead a little bit. And he's doing it on the bottom side of the track, right down near the tires. Track has really come in on the bottom side. Alex Pekorski on the backstretch passing the 69 of Shane Winninger. That'll put Alex up to 4th. Alex, of course, just a couple of points ahead of Justin Erickson coming into the race. Right now, Erickson running in the 9th spot. 2 points per position, so right now, Alex would have the 2nd spot. I'm not sure what they did in their heat. Oh, I do too. Alex would be ahead of Erickson for 2nd in the point standings. And we got a car in trouble down here, stopping up against the wall in turn 1. I believe that's the 51. We'll double check that. I believe. All right, we're ready to rumble here. Here comes Ben Schmidt, leading him by. Green is up. Almost to the midway point of this race. Billy Kreitz up there in that 3 car. Now running 2nd. That puts TJ Smith back to 3rd. Shane Wenninger trying to get around Smith, pick up that 3rd spot. And look at that kid. Oh, we got a yellow. Oh, Chris Larson stopped down here in 4. He wanted to get off the track. Apparently still bugs in that car. Tough break. Looks like he was trying to get off the track down there, I'm guessing, but that's what it looks like. And that brings out the yellow. Joe Hinson. Now they got the lineup right. 1 to go. Bunched up really tight as we come over here to 4. We get a go. Ince on the outside in that 14 car. Look at him go. He's all the way up to 3rd. He passed 2 cars between 1 and 2. Off turn 4. Ince now has 3rd. Meanwhile, TJ Smith back to the high side of the track once again to see if he can pick up a little ground on your leader, Ben Schmidt. Now 11 laps to go. Ince and Wenninger running really close for that 3rd spot. Ince dives underneath Wenninger going into 3 as they battle for 3rd and 4th. Ince down low, Wenninger up high. It'll be Wenninger at the line, but not by much. Wenninger and Ince still battling tight. Coming off turn 4. A lot of close racing back in the back as well. Look wherever you want, you'll see some good racing, that's for sure. Ben Schmidt leads, 8 laps to go. Looks like Wenninger has kind of settled into that 3rd place spot now as Hinz is back about 5-6 car lengths. Alex Pekorski right behind Hinz. Alex, of course, in the 4 car. Billy Kreitz right behind him. Pekorski now moves up in the 4th. Joe Hinz right there, though, in the 14 car. Now Hinz got his hands full battling with the 3 of Billy Kreitz. That'd be for position, of course. Hinz jumps low in turn 3 ahead of Kreitz. And has that spot. Five laps to go. 5 laps to go. Ben Schmidt. Schmidt going down the backstretch. There will be 4 laps to go when he goes by next time. Schmidt down low. It's very close to the 52 of Cody Schlafer. Schmidt caught up behind a couple of slower cars, but he does not know that he's got a pretty comfortable lead. He'll have 2 to go this time by. TJ Smith, 2nd place. See if he can close in with some of this slower traffic. 3 laps to go. TJ Smith pretty fast in that 69S. Here comes Schmidt over to turn 4. He's getting hung up a little bit behind Schlafer. 1 lap to go. White flag is up. Ben Schmidt down the backstretch for the final time. TJ Smith, a hard run into 3, but he won't have enough time or track to catch him. Checkered flag for Ben Schmidt. He seals the championship with an exclamation mark. Oh, big celebration coming down here in that 35 car pit tonight. Ben Schmidt, you put him in the front row. That's pretty tough, but boy, I'll tell you what, a couple guys gave him a pretty good run, didn't they? How about Shane Winninger filling in for Bill Taylor in that 69 car? So we got Ben Schmidt winning, TJ Smith second, Bill, check that, Shane Winninger third, Alex Pekorski fourth, Kevin Carnitz fifth. Winner's circle. There we go.
He got it now. Well, to give him a second to take off the safety equipment here and get on the Let's Go Racing podcast hat. Safety equipment's coming off, checkered flag in hand. An exclamation point on the 2024 season. Make some noise, race fans, for the gladiator, Ben Schmidt! Ben, why don't you come on down here too? Water in hand, checkered flag in hand, congratulations. George said it best. You said you put an exclamation point on the end of the season. What a way to round out the 2024 season. Wow.
Yeah, I just got to thank all the sponsors, my family, my wife, everybody that's helped us out this year and years past. And this year, it's just been started out kind of odd with all the rainouts and the curfew night here, first night of the year. But second half of the year, the guys really picked it up. And starting outside front row tonight, we knew we had one job to do. We already got the championship locked in, so now it's just time to go race.
You know, team, my microphone's cutting out. Let's go a little bit here. You championship for the whole team again. You're adding another one to your resume. How cool is it just to grab another one for your team?
You know, these guys have been here in 2020. We finished second every year we ran full-time points. So to get it this year was quite an accomplishment for the guys. I just couldn't do it without them. I mean, they busted their ass every night. To get some of the guys, you know, this was, when they joined me a couple years ago, this was their first feature win. And now to get them their first championship, it almost means more than getting another one myself. So I got to thank everybody who came out tonight. Like I said, my family sponsors, Gibbsville Cheese, Gaydon Auto Body, Vandervaart, Concrete Products, Pit Stop, Adel Auto, Jostful Electric, Bitter Newman. They came on board this year. Man, we got so many guys. Hop Farms, Wincher, Elite Builds, Cornwell Tools, Rue Woodworking, Cowlicks, Funky Monkey. Just everybody that came on board. This was awesome. I can't thank everybody enough.
Tonight, one more time, race fans, for the gladiator, Ben Schmidt.